Yo guys, it has been a solid ass minute since I recorded anything tower defense related. I had originally planned to make one on the last AV update, but honestly, I just lost my drive after a little bit. This one though, I might actually make one. Now, I couldn't record me and my friends' reactions to it, mostly me and Chad. There has been absolutely nothing I've been wanting to record for the past, like, 2 weeks, as noticed on my channel. So, why not check this update out, make a quick video for you guys. And, yeah. Now, real quick, I did already, like I said, I couldn't record, like, most of the initial stuff because I wasn't here. I've only evoed this guy, which is a really good support. I'll probably showcase all of them at the end of the video, because they're all pretty unique, honestly. But for now, I'm just gonna evo every single one of these guys, starting with, Griffith, and then finishing up with probably Guts. I already have most of their, materials. Go here. I already have the freaking witch hats, and the... where's the other thing? The egg sword, which means I can pretty much evo all the other units by this point. Because Guts is a special case, you'll see in a minute. So I can evo all of them right now. There's also this, which is a, event for Gojo. Apparently it buffs them pretty good, so I'm gonna try to get it on my own time. Enough yap, we're going to evo all the other 4 guys, starting with Griffith, so I have to complete this quest, which is just using his eye sacrifice ability. Alright, that should be the end of the quest. I couldn't record it in time, but got the king egg popped up, so let's head back real quick. Alright, and awakened king's egg. That was easy. And what else do I need? I think it's just that. Yes, it's just that. Really cheap craft. Now real quick, let me just give him better stats. Got the best stats I could. Now, let's evo this guy. The Falcon sacrifice. Ooh yeah. That's 2 units now. Alright, now next would be to complete Guts quest, but I think it's an actual, like, 4 unit quest. Over here. Regular quest, yep. That is the 3rd Evo now. Witch Disciple. Let's go. The King. I couldn't get a better range stat, but it's fine. If I get one later on from, like, just grinding a couple stat rerolls, I can just put it on him. So, let's go. The King Apostle, and that's 4. It is time for the main attraction of this update. Guts or the Struggler. This dude is just dead on the floor. Alright, I got kind of set up, so put our Griffith down. Gonna put our Guts down real quick. Just going to max my farms out. Okay, I got my full setup. So I sacrifice. Never mind, I don't even have to survive. Dragon Slayer. That was easy. Alright, which means I think I just need the Essence Stones and that's it. Let me go check real quick. Let's see. 50%. I just need a bunch of Essence Stones. Okay,
yeah, because in reality, you're only gonna need like 10 rainbows. Anything above, you're just, you know.
Yeah. Chad, you want me to tell you how many rainbow essence stones I have?
Ow.
41.
You're complaining about greens?
Not greens, reds and legendaries. There you go. I can evo him now. I gotta.
Yeah, it only took you the rainbow essence stones that you were hoarding for some reason. When you
I don't remember why I had them or why I was saving them either. I just saw it as well.
You only need like 20 max. That's it.
All right, I can evo Mr. Guts. Alright,
Yeah,
the
you're good at
struggler.
blue, he said.
Rampage. Finally. That's every unit in the update. Alright, time to completely buy out all the rerolls.
Just
Alright.
reroll. You're gonna put
Everything into guts,
reroll
right?
in the video. Everything. Monarch on him.
Alright, let me make sure I got my filters properly. Okay, we're good.
Make sure no reroll goes to waste with guts. He has like 150 right now.
Yeah. Deadeye,
Monarch or nothing.
I was gonna gamble.
To be fair, I'm at over 2,000 rerolls since Monarch.
Absolutely nothing. I got a single Deadeye. It's fine. I'm gonna try getting Leo Monarch because I'm so in deep with her, bro. I have 600 rerolls pity. No! Monarch on her, and then also Monarch on Guts is gonna be my plan. Alright. Now that you got the full team, I'm gonna showcase them one by one, starting with the two main units, the most important ones. Gonna be starting off with Guts. So, gonna real quick skim over his passives. Every 5 takedowns, he spawns a demon enemy, same HP as his attack stat is, anyway. And it gives 100 yen on death, and anytime one is killed, it buffs his damage for 40% for 10 seconds. Pretty decent, actually, not that bad. And apparently it's global, so you can't stack it, nor is it going to be applied to all the strugglers, only to one. The struggler is kind of odd. Every time this guy gets stunned, anyone who isn't bleeding, actively bleeding, he applies bleed for 20% of his own damage, 5% damage per injury stack as well. Last one is Beast of Darkness. If he attacks someone who is already bleeding, he follows up with attack 2 for 50% of his own damage, and he repulses them. So, honestly, I'd say he's pretty solid, even without his ability, which I'll touch on in a little bit. So, his ability, Berserker Armor. He gets full immunity to both statuses and debuffs, which is really good. And he just keeps attacking non-stop. But, one thing I noticed after watching other people's videos, it's only after the animation ends. So it's not going to be like 0-second SPA, he's going to be attacking like every single time he can delete any boss he wants to. No, that is not the case. And after he finishes with whatever attack he's doing in Berserker Armor, he can follow up with a random attack, plus he gains injury stacks, which affect his passives as read earlier. So, I'll real quick max him out, sorry. Last upgrade, he deals 142k damage, level 60, and with like a garbage trait, which is freaking insane. This guy is so good. And he is full AoE. His attack doesn't show it, which is something kind of annoying about AV. Their attacks don't match their AoEs sometimes too small. But he is insanely good. And if you add up with that his Berserker Armor passive, or ability, sick animation by the way, that kind of puts himself back together, he just doesn't stop attacking. 0 SPA. And injury stack gains 5 damage, and also the other passive below that. I'm not sure what happens if it goes beyond that, but so far, with like 10, his damage keeps going up. Now next, we got the man, Griffith. Now, he is kind of odd. I'm just gonna try to defend as much as I can. So, the eclipse happens. I'm pretty sure, just have to live this real quick, so hoping I don't just freaking get assassinated. There we go. That took a bit longer than expected. He finally gets Falcon of Darkness. Now, I'm going to skim over his passive real quick because he's going to have a lot later on. He can inflict repulsed, and if he attacks someone who has already been repulsed, he deals 30% more damage to that specific enemy and then inflicts slow. He cannot damage and cannot repulse demons spawned in by Eye Sacrifice, which you can use again. We'll see that later. Despicable Evil. For every allied tower branded, which are these things above Guts for now, he will get damage increased by 5% and a range increase by 1%. And he can only brand own towers. It won't stack with other people's. Ethereal Body, he can ignore 30% damage reduction, and when he attacks anyone slowed, it is increased to 50%. All in all, really good. But as you can tell, he is very expensive to max out, including Eclipse. Because that is a hindrance. If you don't have any full AoEs, it's going to be a pain to try to use in battle. But if you press this again, you'll start another one, and then he'll gain another form, which we'll see in a minute after this other eclipse ends. It's gonna take a minute. Finally, this is probably gonna be the best use case for limited yet game modes, because you cannot max the Griffith in a normal game. There's no shot. But anyway, his new passives, he summons the Immortal, this big dude right here, and he attacks with 3 different attacks, and he does random ones. And this is the most important passive he has, which is where he upgrades himself to max and gains 2% damage per thing sacrificed. White Falcon buffs all allies in range by 40% damage, which is wild. Debuffs any units though that were branded by 20%, and for every branded, it spawns in demons from Ice Sacrifice, and demons spawned this way have the same passive as Guts, as I mentioned. And finally, Fantasia lowers the damage reduction of all enemies and brands applicable a lot, and the brands are applicable to allied towers when placed and enemies when spawned. So these guys are both kind of complicated. They have a lot of stuff to read, but they are both really good. They're solid. So honestly, these two definitely would be must-gets, although I think Griffith would be definitely more use case, and Gus would be more like, you can use him anywhere, really. He's so good. Now, I'm going to quickly skim over the next 3 units. Also, I'm going to sell this guy because he keeps spawning crap, and that's annoying. And yeah, that's all the units. Hopefully it didn't take too long with the showcase, because anime Vanguards passives take a long time to fully explain all their stuff. But overall, that was a really quick update to finish. Took me a day, literally, to get everything. I just got all the units, got their Evo items from the EX stage, boom, done. So honestly, I definitely enjoyed this update more than most, just because of that, because I didn't have to grind mindlessly for like a week or something. That's gonna be it for me. There's nothing else I want to do apart from the Rift unit, but that's gonna take a while to finish, probably minimum 5 days. I've heard he's really good though. I'll pop up some screenshots if I can find anything of him. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this Berserk update. Alright, time to now see if anything on Roblox happens. So I'll see you until then. Hopefully something that I enjoy, updates of like the years.
Where are you? I can't see you! I just saw his boy!